Hi, and welcome back to Pranayama round 2. Now in this one, I won't go back into scared straight breathwork where I talk smack on various breathwork people. No. For today's class, we're going to revisit the practices that we learned in session 1, and then we're going to integrate the Viloma Pranayama, which is the next step in the breathwork practice. This Viloma Pranayama will teach you to expand the lungs more fully, because we have a tendency to breathe shallow breaths into the top of the lungs and not really utilize a full diaphragmatic breath. From this little shallow breath, we actually put ourselves into a stress state. And that's the tendency, which is why, I'll just revisit a little bit, which is why I don't recommend those advanced techniques, because doing extreme breaths just into the top of the lungs raises your stress hormone levels, which could blow your cortisol levels through the roof, if you know what I'm saying. So anyways, we want to train ourselves to be really relaxed as we do these more advanced techniques, so we access a diaphragmatic breath. And part of that is really tuning into the exhalation, contrary to what I first thought in yoga, because I thought, like, I really want to expand and open up, and that's that short, shallow. The exhalation is when we get into the parasympathetic, where we get into the calming, and our body's own intelligence can take over. The masculine, more dominant, is more like go, 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 and that's that solar energy that I was talking about that we want to try to bring into balance with our practice. I was going to try not to talk a lot, but then just turn into a full lecture again. Okay, so let's just start the practice, all right? Lie down onto your back. And again, I have the little pillow because of the text neck position. But just feel if you need more pillow or less pillow, depending on how forward your neck is of your spine. So just let everything relax and let yourself exhale fully without straining your neck or shoulders. So watch for the end of the breath. And as one of my favorite yoga teachers, T.S. Little, says, let the wind out of your sails. Fully give up. Deflate. And then the breath observation. Allowing for more space and noticing that the breath can expand more fully. And then layering in your ujjayi without straining or tensing. Let go of that and roll to your side. Now grab yourself a strap. So you could also use, if you have a resistance band at home, this actually, it works better, and you want to use the lightest resistance band. I don't know what else you could use. Something with some elasticity in it is best. I didn't come prepared today, but this can work too. It's not the best because it doesn't allow for the expansion, but it does give great feedback. So what we're going to do is just tie this around the top of our waist, bottom of the rib cage. So if you feel your ribs, you can feel where the bottom is. I was going to go into the whole false ribs, true ribs. You don't need to know all that. Just put your hands here at the bottom. And that's where your prana pump lives, sealed up around the bottom of the diaphragm, seals into the bottom of the rib cage. So as you breathe in, it contracts downward. And as you exhale, it releases upward. And everything moves back into center. So on your inhalation, I want you to feel that you can expand into the whole 360 degrees of the strap. But something I notice is that because of my tight neck situation, responding to all of your comments, no, it's all your fault. No, kind of the guilting, the shaming, yoga teacher. Okay, the scared straight to guilting, whatever fear mongering strategies I have to use. No, okay, so the tendency will be to pull up where you have your chronic tension. So see if you can relax into it more and allow the expansion. That's much better than the guilt and shame. And again, if you're having a difficult time relaxing, try sitting on a chair, because most of us being in this hip tight position will pull on the neck too, if your hips are tight. Now see if you can layer in the Ujjayi breath. While feeling the full expansion. And lastly, we're going to try the Viloma Pranayama. So you're going to imagine you had another belt tied up around the middle of your ribs and another one up under your armpits around the upper ribs. Breathe into the bottom rib ring. Fill a third. Pause. Breathe into the middle. Pause. Breathe into the top. Don't strain, you might have taken too much breath. You'll know for the next one not to do as much. Let all the air out. Always the tendency is to overdo with this. Do less. Third into the bottom. Into the middle. Into the top. Let it all out. Breathe a few seconds into the bottom, middle, pause, top, pause, let it out. Make sure all the air goes out. Now open your eyes for a moment and just notice how you feel, or you can keep your eyes closed and look inward. So the Viloma Pranayama on the inhalation is designed to allow for more prana to move through you, to expand. All the techniques are removing the blocks, but this one is more about increasing the solar energy. So you might feel a little more energized after that one. So that can be in your pranayama toolbox for times where you feel really fatigued and you need to bring a little more energy, or in the morning or something like that. Sometimes when you feel fatigued though, you just need to relax so that the energy can come through. So you can feel which is more appropriate, the Viloma Pranayama on the in-breath or on the out-breath. Let's try on the out-breath now. So take a breath, let all the air out. Then breathe in. Allow the ribs to expand. Pause at the top. Let a third out. Pause. Let another third out. Let it all out. The more air you let out, the more room there is. Breathe in. Pause at the top. Let a third out. Let another third out. Let it all out. Fill up. Let a third out. Another third. Let it all out. Every drop of air. Let the air back in. And then just pause for a moment and notice the sensations. Which one felt more balancing for you? Then open your eyes and lie on your back. So as you become more practiced at this technique, again, these are lifetime practice techniques. So as you become more practiced, you can layer in the ujjayi, which makes it even more powerful and more stimulating for the vagus nerve, vagal tone, helping the health of your whole nervous system in your body so that you can handle more stress, really, while staying calm. That's one of the benefits of this practice. Your nervous system can handle more stress, can handle prana better. And as you become more practiced, you can, of course, expand the breath, add in the ujjayi, and it becomes more subtle, staying relaxed. So now as you lie down on your back, scan and search for any areas where it feels like you overdid. And just take mental note. Okay, that's the area that I gotta try to just let chill a little bit next time. And really, for most yogis, in my experience, the importance of the exhalation needs to be emphasized. So as you go back into your inner temple with gratitude for the benefits that you feel from your practice, now roll over to your side and press yourself up. Thanks for joining me. Namaste. So let me know below which one you felt was more balancing for you, the Viloma on the inhale or on the exhalation. And you can take your strap off now. And if you found this helpful, let me know too. Like the first time I ever did this, I noticed that I was a rib heaver, which is sympathetic. It throws you into extension, the fight and flight, exciting your nervous system always. So that type of action was really important for me to learn to open up and breathe into the back and to get the full movement of the diaphragm. I was kind of missing out on half the benefit of the pranayama. I had no idea. So this was a really helpful tool. See you next time. Have a great day.